Shalom, friends. Sharing with you a middle of the week update on the ongoing war between Israel and its enemies on multiple fronts around the Middle East, something we normally don't do, but there have been some very recent changes that I want to inform you about. Shalom, friends. This is the Kiva Gersh with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. Just yesterday, we heard that Hamas was canceling or at least putting on hold the upcoming release of hostages this Saturday. As you probably know, we're in the middle of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas, where hostages are being released once a week on the weekends in exchange for dozens, if not hundreds, of Palestinian prisoners, including terrorists with blood on their hands. Israel has been waiting week after week to receive a few more hostages every single weekend. And while it has been an incredible joy and celebration to receive any number of hostages, the number that we have been receiving has been very low. And the time that we have to wait between the release of hostages has been incredibly painful, to be honest. Well, just yesterday, Hamas announced that because of violations of the ceasefire that they claim Israel made, they are putting on hold the upcoming release this weekend. This is a very serious infringement of the ceasefire, and most likely the infringement that they're referring to is not an infringement at all on the side of Israel. What they are most likely referring to is the fact that a large group of Palestinians came close to the security fence between Gaza and Israel just a day or two ago, violating the agreement. And this is something that's actually been in place for many, many years. Israel shot warning shots. They continued to come towards the fence, very close to one of the kibbutzim that was attacked on October 7th. So you can imagine, of course, Israeli soldiers are going to take it very seriously. They shot warning shots. They still kept coming, and they shot again, and they killed a few of the people approaching the fence, again, in violation of any agreement, and specifically this ceasefire. So that is most likely what Hamas is claiming Israel did to violate the ceasefire, while in truth, it was responding to a violation of the ceasefire. Anyway, they have claimed, or they have announced, I should say, that they're putting on hold the release of hostages this Saturday. This, of course, has created a very serious situation. And just yesterday, President Trump announced that if all the hostages, not just the hostages who were scheduled to be released this weekend, if all hostages are not released by this Saturday at noon, as he said, all hell will break out loose. The ceasefire will be over, Israel will return to war, and there'll be a serious escalation. So there's serious things happening on the table right now between Israel and Hamas. Time will tell. It's still unfolding. I want you to be updated to the best of our ability to update as the information is still coming in. But this is the most updated news in terms of this. The ceasefire with Lebanon is due to expire in just a week, and there have been violations of the ceasefire up there as well on the side of Hezbollah, and Israel has been responding to that militarily. So the next few days are going to be very, very telling, in terms of the state of the ceasefire with Hamas and also with Hezbollah. If things continue to go the way that they are going, we could see a full return to war, both with Hamas and with Hezbollah, and most likely that would bring back the Houthis, who are using this as an opportunity to join the attacks against Israel from afar, with, of course, Iran orchestrating everything in the background. So things have been, quote unquote, relatively calm in recent weeks, but that could all change in a moment. And so what we're hearing from Trump, from the US, is the strongest we've heard from America this entire time, not only to go back to the ceasefire and the scheduled release of hostages, but now saying all hostages must be released, which, let's be honest, is what all Israelis are feeling and thinking. Why should we have to wait for hostages to be released in drips and drabs over many, many weeks and not even get all of our hostages back? Especially when last week we saw the state that the last 3 male hostages, the state that they were in, looking like Holocaust survivors, right? And the stories that they're telling and the stories that we're hearing about the hostages who are still in captivity and the suffering and the torture that they are going through, right? All the hostages need to be released now, and the next few days will be very, very telling in terms of the future of the ceasefire and the future of this ongoing war. We'll keep you updated here at Israel in 5. Once again, thank you for all of your support, prayers, and thoughts for the soldiers, and especially the hostages. All the best, my friends, and be well.